everyone, my name is Janett from Caresafe, and I just want to say thank you so much for your responses, for your emails and your encouragement. And for those who have finished reading the book, thank you so much. I'm getting a lot of messages and a lot of information and a lot of people who are trying to understand exactly what the book is all about. But I'm still following the series for those who have requested what EBITDA is all about, especially in aged care. I just want to say that I'm not an expert, but I approached this from a nursing point of view. So without further ado, I'll talk about depreciation in this video. It is just a short topic, but I think it will help those ones who have requested for the definition. Okay, so now our EBITDA obviously is talking about earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization. Now, this video is going to address the D part of the EBITDA, which is depreciation. Now, I've taken this definition from Investopedia. You can Google them on the website, but this is not all my work, but I'm just going to acknowledge that I've borrowed some of their work. Now, depreciation is when residential aged care facility providers expense a fixed asset over its recommended useful life. So what they do is they look at all the tangible assets they've got, and sorry, this is so funny because I'm just looking at the human aspect part of it. So I'm jumping the gun, but what they do is they look at every tangible assets they've got. So these are physical assets and things that you can touch. Now, examples of the tangible assets they have are buildings. So some of the buildings you can see if they are run down, that they'll pull the whole place down and then rebuild, or they can sell and then build at another site. So this is part of what they do with depreciation of buildings. Now it could be land, it could be equipment. So things like lifting machines, whatever equipment they are using, whether it's in the kitchen or it's in the office furniture, whatever they have, whether it's beds, anything they could have, they can actually depreciate some of those assets. Now, some of the motor vehicles also can be depreciated over a period of time because they've got buses that they use to ferry residents up and down when they're having some activities or they're going on a sightseeing. Now, so the human assets are the staff. Obviously, like staff are a very important asset of any organization. But you find that, there's a bit of that, although it can be quite subtle and hidden, but you find that there's a lot of depreciation that happens with staff, whether it's staff mobility by leaving or they are being demoted from certain positions. It's not all bad. There's always good in everything that happens as long as the both parties agree and if everyone is happy with the outcome. Now, so what normally happens is that every asset that they have has got value, and the depreciation I can say the formula for depreciation that they use is that the resale value of that asset is subtracted from the original cost of that item, and whatever that value they get, whether it's a cost or whether it's an amount, they then depreciate that amount evenly spread out over a period of time within the time of that asset's useful period. So for example, if a car, for example, they can say that we can make use of this car for 5 years, then they can depreciate whatever car for 5 years, and it will end up somewhere in some auction, or it could be end up somewhere on a sale. But you will see that they will depreciate that car over a period of time whether it's 5 years or 3 years, depending on their policy. Now, when this happens, obviously, it is always a tax deduction for that residential aged care facility. So, their accountants will be dealing with this. Like as nurses, we don't normally delve into things like this, but I just thought I would cover this depreciation as part of the book. But my interest would be mainly here, because I'll pick this up in another conversation of human assets being depreciated and what that all means when it comes to looking at quality care. Is it all good or is it all bad? That sometimes organizations are going to make sure that at least some of these human assets or staff members are depreciated in such a way. So, but with all this happening, we are still standing with the fact that nursing accountabilities and responsibilities should not be compromised as part of all this. So the focus is on quality care, and the focus is about making sure that these human assets are providing the quality care that is required for the residents. My name is Janett, and thank you so much for watching this video. I do aged care and I love aged care. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.